Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Today we'll be reassembling the front end of a Polaris RZR XP Turbo using a variety of heavy-duty components from Super ATV and Royal Distributing. So we already got our driver's side assembled here with the nice new arms, the axles, and the heavy-duty steering setup here. Nothing's really torqued up yet. It's just kind of loose and in there because we're going to have to make some adjustments. So now we're going to go and put this side on. We got him. What was the other side, Brian? All the way in?
Yeah. It just makes it easier for setup that you know that both of the links are even.
Just turn this knurled bit here.
That's it.
Look at that. You're done.
Just attach the wheel to it.
The rest of it just jumps on.
All right, so now we're gonna throw this passenger side lower control arm on. So we've got to put the bushings and the grease zerks into both the arms. I'm gonna lube them up a little bit with some grease first.
Lube them up real good.
We're not gonna use the audio for the last part. Super ATV sends you everything you need to install these arms, including new grease fittings and brake line clamps. We also opted for the upgraded UHMW heavy-duty bushings.
Log on the internet, isn't it?
Yeah. I think.
So we're at about 21 mil. On
20.
both sides. Well, it's, yeah.
And that adjustment will have to be like fine-tuned later.
Yeah, once it's on the ground and the weight's on it and stuff. This is just a good start. The instructions recommend setting it to 20 mils, so 2 centimeters, so we're right around that point.
Gives you a
So,
baseline to keep them both even as well.
And that's why we set this rod up the same way for the tie rod. We bottomed it all out to give us a nice even start. This guy. Thank you, Brian.
This way you can
For Nate.
this guy.
My side's in.
So is mine.
Beat you.
Neener.
Yeah.
If you're watching, you notice that the bolts look kind of short on the bottom. That's because we have Dragonflyer front protection.
Yeah, I gotta get some longer hardware for that. Brian yelled at me.
It's inappropriate. In the meantime, he's using Loctite.
Lots of it. These ones can be tightened up pretty much though, right? With Loctite already.
Yeah, the uppers can be tightened.
While we're in here, we're gonna clean these splines out a bit. They get crud kind of built up there. I'm using a pick. You can use a little wire brush. Loctite. Extra Loctite, in case I lose some on the way. This Super ATV tee is so good.
ATVT.
Yeah, it's special sweet tea for when you're ATVing, James. You can't just drink any regular kind of sweet tea when you're off-roading. You need a real off-road bred sweet tea.
Is that like the first part of Eat, Sleep, Ride?
Well, since you asked.
Eat sweet tea.
Eat sweet tea. Oh, man.
So dumb.
It's got an F on it.
Does it actually?
Yeah. It's part of the part number. Alright, so like you saw, we just used the rubber mallet to knock this axle in. The key was to hold it nice and straight and just smack on it till it bottoms out, and then you give it a little tug, make sure it's seated. Now we'll put the spindle assembly on. Slide the axle into the splines. I've put some grease on the axle splines too. Now I'm gonna put these on just so it holds it. Good enough. Line up the lower joint and then smack that in.
Beauty.
It's a little low. You gotta raise your hub just a bit. Not really.
Just hit this one out.
Yes, we did.
You just gotta move.
The other bolt into the wrong slide. There, a little bit of manhandling. These joints are a little tighter on this side than they were on the other side. Put the nuts on. We're just putting them on finger tight for now. You want to pass me that tire, like the misalignment spacer and stuff? There we go.
A bit more.
Yep. Misalignment spacer. That goes on. King nut. And one for the bottom.
We call it a castle nut, not a king nut.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. So we got the top arm on, the bottom arm on. We got the Rhino 2.0 axle in. We got the Super ATV heavy duty steering setup here. We put the castle nuts on, everything's finger tightened. And now we're ready to put the sway bar end link on. I think that's our last piece, really.
It's already looking awesome.
Yeah, it looks way better. Way beefier.
None of these axles are like considerably stronger than the factory. They also give the extra clearance. It's
Oh yeah, it's awesome now.
I think I did mine the first ride out. It specifically says in the instructions to put it on that way.
And has that worked for you every single time?
Let's not talk about that.
Quit asking difficult questions.
I'll tighten this one too.
Yeah.
Give her a so close. Do it one more time.
That's
But
pushed
it doesn't-
all the way over.
Yeah, so at max, it's pretty far away.
Yeah.
I think the closest it'll ever be.
Get her done.
Leader goes up. Always leader up.
If you want it to work, then yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out, there's a shock there. Smack it. Smack it. Yeah, you did. Finger tightening these brake line clamps now. Thank you, fine sir. Which side did you put them on?
Flat points to you.
Let me just
Thank you.
set you up there, sir.
Thank you very much.
Low battery.
So we're just securing this last clip here on the brake line. Everything else is together. The last thing to do is to mount the shock in the upper A-arm. And the front end is basically done. We've put everything together finger tight for now. It all went together well. Everything looks great. So we're gonna do the rear next. And then we'll go around, we'll double check everything, put the Loctite on, torque it all up. There's gonna be some adjustments we need to do, some fine tuning for the camber adjustment on the vehicle with the vehicle on the ground. So once we put everything together, we'll put it on the ground, we'll adjust everything to the best that we think we can, and then we'll torque it all up. So on the front, we've got our Super ATV, heavy duty, high clearance, forward facing A-arms. We've got the Rhino 2.0 axles in the front as well. We've got new wheel bearings front and rear from All Balls. And everything went together great. We're still gonna adjust the camber on here and fine tune everything, but we'll have to lower the machine down onto the ground. We've replaced the OEM automotive style ball joints. So they're heavier duty joints up here on the A-arms, you can see them. And we've also converted the steering system from the stock automotive style tie rod ends to a stronger Heim joint, a spherical bearing here. And the inners are also upgraded, and so are the rods here. So everything's stronger. These Super ATV A-arms allow you to utilize the stock sway bar in the front, which is important for your high-speed handling. And we also installed the Super ATV Derlin bushings all around. So, is it Derlin? Delrin. I'm never gonna get this right. Yeah, so everything looks awesome. I can't wait to try these out. We've got the brunt of the work done now. All we have left is our hanger bearing and our blow-off valve. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to our channels on YouTube. So Adrenaline Junkie Project, which is where we'll be uploading a lot of these more in-depth videos, and our main channel, AdrenalineJunkieProd, where you're gonna see us testing these products on the trail. And follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook, and make sure you check out our supporters at Royal Distributing. This episode proudly supported by Royal Distributing, Canada's powersports leader.